First up is Ketnu, a food company aiming to create an energy bar with the perfect blend of superfoods.
Let's get this started.
Hi, we're Ketnu. I'm Jordy.
I'm Grace.
And I'm Madeline.
And we're here to tell you why we're making a superfood energy bar.
As active and busy people, we eat a lot of energy bars. But we're bothered by three things: a lack of nutrients, low quality ingredients, and limited superfoods. So, we want to create an energy bar that actually gives you energy. We've created Ketnu, a superfood energy bar to sustain you no matter what you're doing.
So why are we the perfect... Oh, no one gave us the... Why are we the perfect team to do this? Well, we're all competitive athletes with passions for food and nutrition. We've combined these interests into Ketnu. We first created Ketnu for ourselves. We wanted a superior energy bar that was going to last us no matter what we were doing. What's been great is that once people started trying it, they wanted it too.
So when we talked to people about their snacking options, we found out that a lot of people are not happy customers. According to some market research, 90% of people believe that bar brands do not deliver on the promises that they claim. And we found this problematic. You can also notice this in the media. There's been few really large brands that have had lawsuits on their hands for false advertising or false claims of health. We're not like them. So when we talk to people more about what they want in their bars, we've found the overwhelming majority, 78%, said taste was the #1 thing. That's why we're creating Ketnu, a brand that delivers a better tasting bar with the best ingredients out there.
So we found that high quality energy comes from high quality ingredients. We combine familiar foods with emerging superfoods. Three things that differentiate our bar are our healthy and sustainable protein blend, which is pea protein and cricket flour, and our brain and heart foods, which are coconut oil and flax meal, and last but not least, our fiber and iron powerhouses, chia seeds and quinoa puffs. As you can see, these are just a few of the many superfoods in Ketnu.
Okay, I know we all like hearing about the nutrients and ingredients, but taste is supreme. We've developed 3 distinct flavors at Ketnu. There's Jordy's berry pie, Madeline's coconut coffee, and my peanut brownie. We decided to name each of our distinct flavors after one of our founders to emphasize the fact that at Ketnu, each bar is made by and for real people. But what comes right after tasting a bar and stuff? You want to make sure it looks good. This is the existing bar market. We've looked at over 50 different bar brands and their packaging and seen a gap in the way things are designed. Ketnu's future aesthetic will be a minimalistic package featuring aspirational imagery such as active people. This aligns with Ketnu's brand identity of a food that is made by and for real active people. This imagery also appeals to our target market of young millennials I-generation college students and recent college grads who prioritize high-quality food. This is the food that's perfect for the busy person, no matter what that busyness is. Ketnu is a new generation of food for a next generation of adults.
So how are we going to get Ketnu to the people who are already asking for it? Well, it's pretty simple. We sell either online via our online web store or to stores, supermarkets, grocery stores, gyms, you name it. And our go-to-market strategy starts here in Princeton, New Jersey, by leveraging our local network to increase our visibility on local university shelves and in local food establishments. Our next step is to move to New York, one of the largest health food markets in the country, with the final goal of pitching to large institutional vendors that sell to universities and large companies like Aramark and HLA.
So we know there are a lot of energy bars out there. Believe me, we've tried them all. So how are we going to stand out on a crowded shelf? Well, we compete with mainstream bars on taste, engineered bars on nutrition, and simple bars on ingredients. And after sampling with hundreds of people, what we found is that what people care about most is taste, nutrients, and ingredients. Also, it doesn't hurt that we have no syrups, gluten, dairy, soy, or GMOs.
So let's talk about the financial situation of our company. The energy bar industry is very large. It saw $6.5 billion in sales in 2017, $4 billion of which were just the sale of snack and nutrition bars in the US. In terms of each individual bar, it costs us about $1.20 to manufacture at this point, and we sell those direct to consumer for $2.75 and to vendors for $1.75 at wholesale prices. This allows us to achieve a reasonable margin on every single bar we sell. We need your help, however, to get to the next level. So we're asking for funding for 1 year of operations in the future. We're going to use this money to invest in things like inventory, packaging, production and design, and operation expenses like legal certification. At the end of this year, we hope to be able to have market traction and have contracts with regional vendors.
So why help us get from here to there? Because as we said, 90% of people believe the existing bar market companies do not deliver on their promised claims. We want to address this issue and connect with this next generation of consumer that prioritizes high quality food. By delivering on our promises of ingredients, taste, and nutrition, we will be able to bring Ketnu to you so you can bring it on your next adventure. We're Ketnu, a superfood energy bar for and by real people that will both sustain you and satisfy you. Thank you.
Thank you, Ketnu, and now we'll be moving into question and answer.
First of all, great job. I saw you trademark the name. Could you talk a little bit about the name and also tell us about how you're going to protect your IP, how you're going to protect your secret formula?
So I'll answer the name part. The name we developed, we made it up. We just wanted something that linguistically sounded right, and then we also felt as if fit the image we were going for. And that's how we came up with Ketnu.
And as far as protecting recipe goes, it's a little bit different than a technology in that we can't get an IP on that, but essentially it functions just as a secret recipe. So we have proprietary blends, amounts, and we know what it is, and we share everything that's in it, but we're not giving everyone the recipe to go make it themselves.
Can you talk a little bit more about the specifics of your market research? So you talked about this 90% figure, but who did you actually talk to? Was it the millennials you're targeting? And you also mentioned taste tests. Mm-hmm. So just describe a little bit more details on what you went through. Mm-hmm.
So thanks. So in terms of the market research, that was based on consumers that were surveyed via sort of an institutional market research firm that we paid money for a 60-page report. So this is sort of large scale, I think 2,000 or 3,000 people, 90% of which consume bars. So that's where that market research came from. In terms of taste testing
goes, so we bring it everywhere we go. So we've had 8-year-olds trying it, we've had people on national sports teams trying it. We've had people in offices trying it. So throughout this summer, we've just been having everyone who we interact with. Some people at first are curious whether they want a new bar in their life. They're like, oh, I eat this or I eat that. But after they've tried it, they love it. So that's why we're up here today.
And we have demos for all of you
Yes.
outside at our demo
We
station.
have samples, so you can.
So
You can
everybody
give us your
should try a
opinions
bar.
Again, great job on the presentation, good pacing and everything. My question is, if you need to do more than 3 flavors, do you need to find more founders?
Maybe just more investors or something. Yeah.
So is that up for option then? The highest investor gets the name on the next bar? Is that what's gonna happen?
Maybe our highest funding option on a Kickstarter will be you get a bar flavor.
There we go. Okay.
You have to earn the flavor.
So, quick question for you guys. Who put the video together? Who's running the marketing and design?
The two of us put it together.
Excellent job in the
Thank
video. You got everyone here excited. A great way to kick off demo day.
Thank you.
So you kind of listed 3 different segments of the market and of the bar market, and one segment has taste as the preferential decision-making factor. One has ingredients and one has nutrition. If those are 3 segments and they operate like 3 different customer segments, which segment are you going for, or are you trying to consolidate the market and beat all of these players at their own game?
So it's a good question. I guess the best way to break it down is that no matter what people's second preference was, whether it was nutrition, whether it was ingredients, taste was always number 1. So we've really been, our first focus was get the taste with the ingredients we want. And so I would say that the taste is what keeps people coming back, and the ingredients and the nutrients is what gets people interested.
I think that's very interesting. So you started out the presentation with this concept that people feel that bars aren't living up to their promises. And so one piece of feedback I'll give you is that you're going to have to make the decision between a very, very clear vision for the company. Is it that you are living up to your promises and no one else is? Or is it that you have better taste, better ingredients, and better energy? Because those are 2 separate visions, right? One can be secondary, one can be primary, but that's an important decision to make. Thanks. Great job, guys.
New York, you said, is the market you're going to go into after Princeton. I understand Princeton. New York seems like a tough market to break into. So help us understand why New York, of anywhere you could potentially introduce this.
So one market that we're definitely looking into is going B2C, so direct to companies who are providing snacks for the people who are working for them. So our bar is really balanced energy. It's meant for people doing different activities. And so we see that as far as New York is full of companies of all different sizes, and we see as that could be just one new place that would be different from what we're targeting in Princeton.
And I think also New York allows us to utilize the already growing network of mentors and advisors that are largely New York and Princeton based.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.